I changed that. So that allowed me to reduce the resistance so that I would be able to get closer to accomplishing that goal, which was uploading. Well, hey everybody, this is that Millennial Dad back again for Uno Taco, episode 12. Hope you're doing well, and I hope that you're enjoying some tacos today because it's Taco Tuesday. And this is a one take, pretty much. Sort of been the rule sometimes, but if it's your first time seeing any of my videos, welcome. Welcome to that Millennial Dad, where I talk about what's going on in my life, things I'm learning. I share videos about my family. I share videos about being a millennial. And sometimes I share videos about projects I do. I hope you poke around a little bit on the channel and enjoy and just get something from it. If I can encourage anyone to smile today or consider something new that's healthy, that's good for them. If you're pressure washing your driveway and I save you from cutting your toe off, whatever, there's some sort of help, and I've done something worthwhile here, even if it's just my own mental health. So, speaking of mental health, that's not my topic for today, as I just share a couple things in this new episode of Uno Taco. But I do want to say, just for context, I'm driving my car because I'm heading to the coffee shop. I'm heading there, taking a half day to do administrative work for my business, and the other half of my day today is mental health day. I did some therapy this morning. Well, I should say I did some counseling with my therapist this morning, focused on some of that, took a mental health sort of morning, and it's good. Just had to stop, and I'm going to take advantage of the rest of the day to work on the business, not in the business. And if you go back a few episodes to when I talked about the E-Myth book, sometimes as a business owner, you have to work on the business, doing things that aren't necessarily what I do professionally. I'm working on the details. I'm working on the back end, the behind the scenes, the receipts, the ordering, the planning, the vision, employees. You know, you're working on the other stuff that you have to do, but it's not what you do, if that makes sense. So I'm here at the coffee shop. So I guess I should say the morning was mental health. The afternoon is some coffee and planning and details and stuff like that. I'm looking forward to it, and initially didn't want this to be my plan for the day. I mean, it literally is a Tuesday when I'm recording this, but that's what it ended up being. The topic for today is, maybe there's a habit that you want to form or haven't formed, or you had but you lost, or maybe it's a goal that you have. And one of the biggest challenges we have as humans is building habits. Once we build them, we can keep them going, but creating that is challenging. One of the things that you probably could hear about, again, on YouTube, this is a topic that you could find from lots of other people. But my thought for those who have subscribed, those who are just watching this, is maybe in that area, if you're finding it challenging to build a habit or to achieve a goal or to be disciplined in some area, think about the resistance in your life against that thing. There's always going to be resistance. There's going to be habits that you already have that contradict what you want to do. Or there's going to be beliefs that you have in your mind about yourself or about what you're going to do that are incorrect, that are actually going to inhibit you believing maybe that you can even do it. There may be resistance in relationships that you have in your life. There could be a boss, there could be a partner, there could be an unhealthy relationship with parents, or, I mean, it could be an assortment of things. But we have resistance in our life. So you need to identify that resistance and understand it and do your best to really make changes that would allow you to take more steps toward your goal or toward that thing. One example for me, and this is sort of a little bit about kind of the behind the scenes of this YouTube channel or any channel. One reason I have been able to achieve any sort of consistency, it's not the most consistent, but any consistency, the one step I had to make was I changed the editing software that I use to make these videos. I used to use Cyberlink Director 13, which I know they are way past number 13 now. It's a great resource. It was on sale for like $50 when I got it. You know, it really is a very powerful tool. It did a lot. I did it on a Windows PC, and it's very, very capable. And I dove into editing. I really like editing videos, but I started realizing that the time that I was giving myself or making myself take to make and create videos and content was just too long. So I had to switch. Because I use an iPhone primarily to film and record, I switched to iMovie on my MacBook Pro. And at first, iMovie is so simple that it was confusing and it took me way longer. But once I watched a couple YouTube videos, once I practiced, once I started editing, as you do it, it becomes easier and I become faster. I was able to cut down my editing time and uploading time, which actually allowed me to fit in making these videos in spite of my busy life with kids, with a wife, with a house, with a job, with all the things that just are part of my day, which are very important, which are a priority. As much as I love YouTube, it's not my priority over those things, those relationships. I changed that. So that allowed me to reduce the resistance so that I would be able to get closer to accomplishing that goal, which was uploading, creating content, you know, making videos, sharing things. So that's just one example. So if you have resistance in your life, the big thing is just figuring out what it is. So that's my 2 cents. That's something to chew on today. I hope you've enjoyed this episode of Uno Taco. I'm gonna go in there, mental health for the day, check. Now I'm going to head and work on the business. So I'm gonna enjoy some coffee and some peace and quiet, and I will catch y'all in the next one.